Get Fragrance back again with another video, guys. How are you? I hope that you're doing fine. I'm doing well, and in today's fragrance review video, we're going to be heading into my individual series. That's why the change of scenery here for me. This is a little bit more of a personal space. So in my individual series videos, you're going to get a take of my personal studio. We're going to be talking about Nishane Wulong Cha. This is video number 4 of this series, and I couldn't be happier to be sharing this fragrance with you guys. Nishane Wulong Cha was released in 2015. The perfumer for this fragrance is Jorge Lee, who has an amazing portfolio of his fragrances. In my opinion, and in his own right, I think his work speaks for him. In terms of the individual series, for me, any fragrance that makes it into this category is gonna carry my 5 points. I'll leave a description below with all the criteria points. But number 1, it's gonna be, is it a compliment getting factor fragrance? Is there any compliment factor to the fragrance? Point number 2 is it a sexy, sensual fragrance? Are you gonna feel confident to wear this fragrance when you put it on skin? Is it going to fatigue you? Or are you going to want to keep smelling this for over 12 hours because it's not harsh, it's good, it fits the mood that you're in, and it just overall you want to have this fragrance on you, you know, no problem at all. In terms of fatigue or olfactive fatigues. So there's not going to be any of that here. Also, the 4th aspect of my category, which is to elevate your mood, and there's also the mass appealing factor while still being unique. So if a fragrance encompasses those 5 areas, which I laid out here, you're bound to love this fragrance. Okay, now with any fragrance purchase that you make, I encourage you highly, okay, to sample the fragrance. I bought a sample, I wore it, then when I was ready and I made up my mind and I went through a couple of wears of that sample, I decided to get it. Then I sampled, then I wore the fragrance as it came in a couple more times, and I decided, okay, this can make it into my individual series because it is a fragrance that I love wearing and that I can feel very confident about the overall performance in all of those wears, that I can confidently say, you could wear it. Most of the fragrances in this category for me are unisex fragrance, so a guy or a lady can wear it, a gentleman or a lady can wear it. So don't be afraid for any of these fragrances to fit a specific gender. I think anyone can definitely wear any of these fragrances that I do recommend in this series. Wulong Cha has a beautiful, beautiful presentation, you guys. It's got the white label with the gold and embroidering here. The cap is metal. Very nice. It's got the name up there. This is the 50 ml. I actually shopped this around, so I got this for a very, very good price. Let's get right to the fragrance. This fragrance opening is why I'm here. The opening of this fragrance is super fresh, super unique. You might say that bergamot, mandarin, and orange are not unique, but the way that it's composed here, it is something to talk about, guys. This fragrance here, along with any fruity aspect of the opening that's in the mix with the opening, it is a beautiful, beautiful entry into why I'm recommending it. I think it serves the 2 points in my category for uniqueness and also elevation of mood. Anytime you spray this, you're going to have a fantastic day right off the bat. I'm wearing it on skin and I'm still smelling the citrus notes in here. I think they're not going to evaporate. I think you're going to remain citrusy, albeit not as strong throughout the fragrance development, but I love the opening. When it comes to the heart notes, guys, the heart notes here are amazing. You have heart notes, lychee, You also have nutmeg here, and there's also a green aspect to this fragrance, and I think that's on account of perhaps fig tree leaves. I think if you ever grab one and, you know, like squeezed it or snapped it into, that's what you would get. There's also tea in this fragrance, which is at the base, alongside the fig and the white musk, and that is what's going to remain throughout the the full development of this fragrance. But I think overall, the way that the fig and the tea are definitely made here give it this, you know, non-edgy type of a fragrance. And some fragrances in my collection are edgy, and you know, they have this presence to them. The presence on this one is subdued in the sense that it's not going to be polarizing, while still remaining in a sweet scent. It is musky sweet. The tea in here is very fresh. I'm reminded of an Earl Grey type tea when I smell this fragrance. And there's I love to mix Earl Grey tea with a little bit of milk, and so I get a little bit of the milkiness of an Earl Grey tea in the overall development of the scent here. The nutmeg is also very present, and I love it. I love the whole composition here. I think if I'm recommending this today, it's because it is something that you're going to like wearing in the spring and also summer. This is a very freshy, green, sweet type of a fragrance. If you don't want to wear anything that's ambroxan-like and you still want to project some sweetness and muskiness, you're going to love Nishane's Wulong Cha. Very calming fragrance as well in terms of the elevation of mood. You're going to feel confident. You're not gonna feel bad for wearing it. You're actually gonna feel great. You made a great purchase, and you know that you smell great, and others around you are going to be attracted to the peace that you carry as you wear this fragrance. You should have peace regardless of any fragrance that you wear, but I think this will definitely enhance it, guys. Well, I don't mean to make this video any longer than it needs to be. This fragrance should be sampled at the very minimum. You should definitely sample this one. Get your nose on it. Try it out for a couple days. You know, I know that you'll also get compliments. People within my family love this fragrance. They borrowed it. So when I know that both sexes in the household have borrowed this fragrance, I can feel confident to tell you that this is a unisex fragrance that I am going to have to keep my eye on, because you know it could go. This fragrance this fragrance could go very fast, because there's a couple of people eyeing this fragrance in the house. So anyway, having said that, I know that when Nishane Wulong Cha hits your skin, you're going to love it. I do, and that's why I recommend it here today. Well guys, that's gonna be it for me on this video. What do you think of the have you tried Wulong Cha? Have you tried it? Have you tried any of the other Nishane fragrances? What's your favorite of the Nishane lineup? Do you have them all? I can't wait to try Eggy, or I can't pronounce it right. I'm sorry if I'm botching that. I also can't wait to try some the Kargas. There's also another one that I need to look up, but I won't mention here, that I'm going to try. Let me know what you guys are trying in terms of Nishanes. Do you have a favorite for the summer and spring season? Comment down below. Hit the like button, subscribe so you can get future notifications whenever I upload a new video, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.